What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Upshift Exotics. So as promised in my last video today, we're here with none other than Steve's POV.
Blake, first time out to my house, right?
This is Texas.
This is Texas.
This is Texas, guys. Where I live in McKinney, which this is McKinney.
You're in McKinney,
yeah,
man.
McKinney.
But the country part.
This is the country part. So
yeah.
If you guys don't know, I'm from Arkansas, and this is what it looks like in Arkansas, where I live, where we go shoot at the car shows.
Yep.
That's like Dallas. That's not really
that's
like
uptown.
Yeah.
That's like the city, right?
Exactly.
This is life out here in the country.
This is Texas. Steve, you moved out. When you moved to Texas, you moved to Texas. You didn't move to the city where you came from. You moved.
This is exactly what I dreamed of having. This is beautiful. It's the country, and it's not that much of the country that I can't be in the city.
It's got the best Japanese car collection that I've ever seen. I say it's the best because it's the only one that I know.
It's unique.
And I am not an expert. I don't know anything about Japanese cars, so don't kill me in the comments below, because today we're going to learn about what he has in his collection. So let's head on in.
There's a lot going on in here, man, so I guess we'll take it one by one, huh?
Let's go.
Oh man, this is my I guess let's call it man cave number one in some ways. Garage man cave number one. There's a 3-car garage that now is housing 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. When I moved to Texas and I didn't have my big shop built yet, I had 6 cars in a 3-car garage.
You put 6 cars in here?
With Japanese cars, sometimes it's a lot easier, dude. It's a lot easier with Japanese cars. They're a little smaller than these big American muscle cars.
Yeah, and
so
you put that on your channel.
That was on there back there.
Okay, guys, we're gonna put a link, obviously, link below, to go check out how he fit 6 cars in here. I don't even know how you fit 6 cars in. I mean, you see 4.
Oh, I pack them tight, man.
But
pack them tight.
Well, that's how they do in Japan, though.
And no bumper, no hitting doors, no nothing else. So
that's right.
Motivation to stay skinny and to keep working out, right? But anyway, man, license plates are always part of my garage. Flags are part of my garage. Old school traffic lights and traffic signs like that. And all that stuff works, man. This is what you want to have that gives the whole license plate effect and everything.
That. Yeah, that's
right there. It takes a second to warm up. There you go, right there. Look at that. My new studio effect right here. By the way, I don't know if you noticed. By the way, you said you're from Arkansas, right?
I am from Arkansas.
That would be plate number 1, 2, 3 from the left in alphabetical order.
I see it up there. Let's go take a look.
Arkansas truck plate right there.
Right there, guys, my home state, Arkansas. This is a 1961 plate.
Canada for my friends from Daily Driven Exotic, of course. I don't think I have a Vancouver plate though, huh?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, David, what's up?
We have the Nissan Sunny pickup truck. Now, like I said earlier, I don't know anything about these cars. So Steve, it's all you, man.
I will educate you to the best of my ability. This is a 1991, I think it's a 90 or 91. This is a Nissan Sunny pickup truck. In Japan, Datsun wasn't something that was a term that was used. Datsun was a lot of the export cars. They weren't sold in Japan as Datsun. So this is still a Nissan, even though here, a lot of people would refer to this as a Datsun Sunny. This truck's had a makeover to make it look like a Bluebird, well, a Nissan Bluebird with the front end. So this has all been done, and it has the external, the so-called faux oil cooler, but this is a look that you'll see on another one of my cars as well. Japanese really do this. It's old. This is all Bo Sozoku styling. The fenders, the wide fenders, front and wider ones in the rear. These deep dish, wide, 14-inch wheels, but they're about 12 inches wide. The fronts are 10, the backs are 12 or 12 and a half wide. Almost impossible to get tires for these, but this is the style in Japan from the old days. Wide fenders, you wind up cutting the factory fender, you put on an over fender as it's called, and you widen out the stance with wide wheels, tires, spacers, whatever you've got. And then you get a cool looking truck just like this.
I'm no expert, this looks like a race car to me. It looks like a race car or like a Japanese sports car or something, right?
Datsun 240Z, this is Japan's iconic sports car, man. This is in the early 70s. While Americans were driving Camaros and Trans Ams and Firebirds and Cudas and other stuff, this was Japan's sports car. This is iconic. There was a lot of them sold in America. There are people who are just in love with these cars from the 240. This is a 1971. These cars basically started in 69, 1970. First in the United States is 240Zs. There was a 260, 280s, 300s, and on up the scale to, well, eventually this car evolved into, the Z cars evolved into, what is it? You have the 370Z and you have a brand new Z coming out right now. Okay. This is a Japanese, what is referred to as a K Truck. K-E-I is pronounced K, like K-A-Y. That is a mini, a small size truck. This is fun to drive. It's got air conditioning. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission. It runs and drives terrific, and it attracts so much attention. People love these things.
I'm more like 5'6", 5'7". You're what, 5'7", 5'8"? I don't, yeah. And we're both taller than a truck. When does that ever happen?
First vehicle that we're ever taller than.
Yeah, exactly. Other than a sports car. You're sitting right over the wheel.
You're right on the wheel, dude. You are right on the wheel.
That's wild. Like, that's the tire right there. Wow.
All right.
This is cool.
Yeah, man.
This is cool. I could totally see myself driving this.
It's easy to drive this thing.
Alex, I found your next daily.
You hear that, Alex? No more Porsche for you.
Yeah.
Honda Acti time.
That's right.
Yeah, dude, you got plenty of room. You see?
Oh yeah.
I mean, guys our size are not too hard to drive in it. If you're much taller or bigger, but I had a 6'8" guy in here. Look at all the headroom you got.
I got a lot of headroom.
You can put a whole helmet on
Yeah.
and still be good in here.
This is really...
Yeah, manual transmission, 5-speed, easy to drive. Fun truck, man. You can have so much fun in these. Just wait a minute. Just blow the horn once, Blake. Don't you just want to laugh? You see?
It makes
That's
you
how
laugh.
much fun it is.
Also, one note that I've picked up is, even though how small it is, they've kept it like a truck, like a big rig, right? Because the steering wheel's even kind of tilted down, almost like you're driving a big, a big semi truck.
This is I think by year it's a 1993. This is a Nissan Skyline 4-door. R33, this is a GTS 25, 2.5. It's the RB25 engine with a turbo. And this is a 4-door car. It's pretty unique. Most people want GTR, 2-door GTRs. This is not a GTR, this is a GTS-T turbo. But it has the same RB25 in it. That's turbocharged. It's just an automatic. Not the funnest thing in the world. But this car is a unicorn. And it's bone stock, it's got no rust in it. This car actually came from Japan via Australia to the United States, and now it's gonna do a StevesPOV makeover starting real soon as well. This car's gonna totally change from what it looks like today. It's already started its transformation right now. Me and you know the guy responsible for this, one of the best guys in Carrollton, right. Addison or whatever it is.
Yeah.
John at top speed.
John at top speed, so be prepared, guys.
Here we go, she's great.
Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds really good.
Doesn't that sound good?
It sounds so smooth. Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's cold, so I can't really rev it, but she's got the turbo whistles, and we're still doing more work to it. But John put that beautiful muffler on there. In fact, the whole exhaust system.
That sounds so smooth.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's a beautiful sound, guys. Wow.
It smells good too, don't it?
It does. Just breathe it in. Breathe it in. All right, so from one garage into the other, we are here by another mini truck. I don't know, I don't read Japanese, so why don't you tell us what that says?
This is a Subaru Sambar, is what it is. Sambar, S-A-M-B-A-R is the name of is what this truck is. The Subaru K Truck, another one of these JDM right-hand drive mini trucks. This one though, I bought this recently, and the guy was into Initial D, is an animation series, and on Initial D. You're going to see another couple of Initial D themed cars in my garage here. There is a shop called the Fujiwara Tofu Shop, and they had delivery vehicles. This is not one of the actual vehicles, but the guy who owned this, who I bought it from, was a big fan of Initial D, and he wanted to give it the Fujiwara Tofu delivery truck look. Blake, something that's super relevant to this truck that actually applies to you because you are a Porsche fanatic and you drive a Porsche.
That's right.
This truck in Japan is called the farmer's Porsche, it is referred to.
So this is a nicer K truck, right?
Not necessarily. Why else might it be called a Porsche? As opposed to my Honda Acti, which is called the farmer's Ferrari or farmer's Lamborghini. Hint, hints. What could be the difference?
I don't know. You tell me.
Where is the engine on a Porsche located?
Oh, in the rear.
In the rear. Guess where the engine of this truck is located?
No way. Is it really? No way.
The engine of this truck is sitting right back here. There's a little access panel to it right below here.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
this is a rear engine, all-wheel drive truck.
Get out.
So this is the farmer's Porsche.
This is an all-wheel drive.
Correct.
Rear engine truck.
And the reason why the Honda Acti, the other one we just saw, is called the farmer's Ferrari or the farmer's Lamborghini is because the engine is mid.
Oh,
that engine sits in the middle area of the truck. This sits in the rear of the truck, hence the farmer's
Porsche. I think that you can't hear that and not smile. You just can't. And I know you guys at home are smiling right now. I mean, Steve's smiling. He smiles every time he honks the horn on this car.
This is perhaps my favorite of all my cars. And this is a 1971 Nissan Skyline. This is referred to as a Hakosuka. H-A-K-O-S-U-K-A is the proper pronunciation. You'll hear it pronounced many different ways. But this is the original Godzilla. This is the OG Skyline. This is the first generation of Nissan Skylines. This is a car that I bought in Japan 7 or 8 years ago, maybe a little bit more now. It was red and black and very, very Japanese Bosozoku styled, big fenders, slammed on the ground, kind of like the two cars that are in my garage, the 240Z and the truck. I got it, I tamed it down a little bit. It was red and black at the time. I brought it back to California where I was living and came up with an idea to wrap it something very unique. I don't know where this came from. There was a lot of inspiration to it, but came up with this Zero Fighter theme for this car. Wrapped it like a battle-scorned Zero Fighter, and really like it. It became iconic for this car. It's got a lot of detail in the wrap.
Oh, yeah.
This was a design we worked hard on. I worked with a designer named Skeppel, and my buddy Christian, who owns Alpha Restyling back in California. Him and I actually kind of worked on this together to wrap it. And this car, I love this car, man. This car is one of the most fun cars to drive. It sounds good. It's got the horns. It's got lights. It's got straight pipes. It's fun. It's a fun classic car.
That's the first thing I noticed. I didn't know anything about the car, but I knew right away that this was wrapped like a Japanese Zero Fighter. And it's got the rivets and the screws and like the paneling and yeah, the rust. It looks like it's been beaten and bullied in battle, and we've even got the rising sun here on the side, and the your machine gun barrels right there. I mean, everything about this car. It's got so much personality.
It's got a lot of personality. I think we got to start this one, Blake.
All right, we're gonna do a startup on the original Godzilla. Smell it.
What do you think, Blake?
It just sounds mean.
Isn't that great?
It sounds amazing. Wow.
This is so nice. It sounds great too, doesn't it?
Such a growl to it.
It's got the horn, it's got the nice lights, it's got the external oil cooler up front that I was telling you.
Yeah. That is an awesome car, guys. So much personality in this car. And can you guys believe that this is the original interior?
These are the original seats, the original covers, the original headliner.
Wow. It looks like no one sat in it. Looks like no one's even sat in it. It's absolutely pristine. Guys, I cannot convey how amazing it is to be here in Steve's POV garage. It's amazing. Like, I watched you on countless Daily Driven Exotics videos on your channel over in Japan, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and now here I am in your garage. This is quite the treat. And for the flagship car of the fleet, we have the Liberty Walk wide-body Ferrari 458 with obviously the latest in the Steve's POV wrap. And guys, this Ferrari is absolutely amazing. Now, this is a car I can actually talk about, being more of an exotic and supercar channel. We've got the HRE wheels. Obviously, we've got the kind of the bronze gold in the back, the white in the front, somewhat of a deep dish look there. You guys have to see this car in person. So if you ever see Steve fueling up this somewhere at a gas station, go by, shake his hand, take a look at this car, because it is mind-blowing in person. We're gonna get a start up here. The FI exhaust Ferrari 458.
I don't think
Obviously, this doesn't look like a regular 458. Not even close.
No, there's,
so
there's nothing even close to
let's
being like a
let's hear
458.
what's happened to the car.
My 458's been through a lot of modifications, so to say. Yes, it's a Ferrari underneath, but a lot has been done after it. This car also has the wide fenders. These are from a company called Liberty Walk, which gives you the wide body look on supercars. This is something that came from traditional, the 80s, 70s and 80s in Japan, ways of customizing cars that have now just been put onto newer, modern supercars like this. This car has HRE wheels. Front, I went with white. Back, I went with gold to give it kind of a different type of look, something very unique. This car's wrap was done by PFS in California. I came up with the theme, worked with a designer, Skeppel again, the guy who did the Skyline, and PFS, Protective Film, helped us wrap this. It's fuchsia on the base. It has the pearl white overlays on top, and then very Japanese styling again. The stars is very Japanese kind of style idea. This stripe is something that is on a lot of my vehicles. You could see this stripe here. You can see that stripe on the back of the Skyline. You can see that same stripe on my Raptor as well. It's kind of just a theme that I came up with to kind of for my cars. And I'm using that stripe on not all the cars, but on a bunch of them. I kind of dig it. Again, wide fenders. You got the Liberty Walk, the duck wing in the back. The beauty of the sound comes from the FI exhaust. FI is a terrific company. I also had a bout on this car with Top Speed and their exhaust. It was incredible when we were bumperless. So two great companies, but currently we're with the FI, and I love this exhaust setup, and they're a great supporter.
So in typical Japanese fashion, right? The car's not complete until you put lights all over it.
I mean, there's factions, you know, in Japan. There's guys who like lights, and there's guys who don't like lights. But the whole light thing grew on me. I didn't think it was very cool at first. I started putting lights on an RX-7 that I had prior to that RX-7 years ago. I put lights all over it, like Japanese style. And when I did this Ferrari, I said, you know, I kind of want to encompass all the different Japanese factions and worlds that I'm into and people and friends that I have, and kind of put it all together into this car. So this car has got, you probably saw it when it started up, it's got strobes, it's got underlights, it's got chasing lights, it's got the patrol light, the purple patrol light up here. There's a lot going on. There's LEDs all over this car, in the engine bay, underneath, in the wheels, and everything else as well. The car really lights up at night. Your Porsche is cool. It sounds cool. It looks cool. But it isn't thumbs up official yet by any means, so we definitely got to get you at least one of these on there. This is kind of the official. This is like the official inspection sticker right there. So I think if you're okay with it, there's kind of a place that I like to put these.
Let's put it on. We have to make sure that it's StevesPOV approved, right?
It is StevesPOV officially approved with this sticker right here.
We got the official seal. Stamp of approval.
You are official, man.
All right, the Porsche is part of the Thumbs Up crew.
StevesPOV.com to get your stickers too, everybody.
There you go, guys. Link in below, free shipping, take advantage of that. All right, guys, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. This was quite the treat, Steve, so thank you. Thank you so much, man, I appreciate it.
You're one of the first guys here when I got to town, you and your wife and a group of many people who reached out to me and the kid and welcomed us to Texas. You invited us to your gym, you welcomed us in there, and you made us feel at home.
Of course.
So, you know, when I heard that you've been working on your channel and we've been getting together, and it took a little while to get this place kind of up. It's somewhat presentable. It's not far from done, but I'm honored to have you come, and want to say thank you to you and Alex and Shape Dallas and everything you do, and you got me as a supporter for your channel.
Thank you so much,
Smash
Steve.
that subscribe button, everybody.
Thank you very much, Steve. And hit the like button, because this video was definitely a treat, like I said. I mean,
thumbs up,
seeing all these amazing Japanese cars, and I learned a lot today. I know that you guys learned a lot today, and make sure that if you aren't subscribed to Steve's channel, make sure you guys go subscribe, because it's a lot of fun. If you speak Japanese, you're gonna feel right at home on his channel. Thumbs up, guys. So hope you're having a great morning, day, or night, or wherever you are in the world. Hit the like button like we said. Thumbs up, spread positivity. We'll see you next time.